Hey, what is up, card tubers? Diego here, and welcome into another video. Thanks for clicking in and coming to check us out. Today, what I'm going to have for you is some wrestling cards. As you can tell from the back, I have this box here of wrestling cards from 2012. A lot of doubles and stuff like that. So I'm going to see, I think it says I had a set in it, but so far I haven't been able to close out the set because it's mostly all the I want to say superstar cards instead of action cards or all the other inserts that are in there for heritage. But this is basically the base set, 110 cards for the base set. So here's some of the cards, and as you can see in the background, you see some action figures or some wrestling figures, some Figgies. It's Figgy Friday, basically. Usually, me and my oldest son, we always liked wrestlers. It was one of his favorite toys to get, and I basically, over the course of years, have like bins full of wrestlers that I've bought in them over the years. And my youngest son, his collection is mostly all Pokemon cards, and he is getting a lot of Imaginext figures. So Daddy tends to, that collecting bug that Daddy has tends to lead to more buying more stuff than they actually need. It becomes a collection in itself. And that's what Nathan says about his Imaginext and Pokemon. They're his collections. And this is my son's collection of action figures or wrestling figures, which I tend to fund. So that means that I collect on the same thing. So we got Cesaro, Dean Ambrose, Finn Balor, Booker T in the background there, The Miz, Brock Lesnar, Big Cass is over there hiding, and that's Black Machismo, Jay Lethal back when he had that little thing there. What I'm going to show you some wrestling cards from the 2012, some of the cards that I liked, a lot of legends that I liked. Here's the Road Hawk, the Road Warrior Hawk, and of course you have to have the Road Warrior Animal. I used to love them as a tag team, although I didn't see very much of them. One of the guys that I always used to crack up laughing when we used to watch him was Yokozuna. Because we used to call my cousin Yokozuna. And you can only guess why. Tito Santana. I remember my aunt always wanted him to win. Come on, dale duro, dale duro. Hit him hard, hit him hard. That's what she always say when he was wrestling. You know, it cracked me up. Sergeant Slaughter. Of course, Sergeant Slaughter, as much as I know him about wrestling, I always think G.I. Joe. You know, here's another one of everybody's favorite, Roddy Piper. Just the ultimate heel to never win it. Never needed to win a title. He was always great on his own. So here's Rocky Johnson. That is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's father. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. There's my body type right there. If I was taking off my shirt and put on a purse, that's my body. That's what my body would look like. I always think of It Cometh an Egg when I see this. Andre the Giant. The big man. Love it. Don Morocco. I always liked watching matches with Don Morocco. Don Morocco and Mr. Fuji. Oh, very awesome. The Iron Sheik. Memorable guy, and a lot of stories about him outside of wrestling. Bobby the Brain Heenan, probably one of the most entertaining managers ever. The Godfather, Kama, Papa Shango, all of these guys, awesome guy, very willing to play different roles. The King, Harley Race. Now, Harley Race, one of the collectors that I met, he used to run a break called Cardboard Treasures, and he used to be a wrestler under Harley Race. Like, he was trained by Harley Race, so I always thought that was pretty cool that I know a guy who used to wrestle that learned from Harley Race, and one of his friends is oh man, now I can't remember the name, but he also has a friend that was a wrestler, and he actually came in on the video to do it. Trevor Murdoch. You can find him in NWA Power right now. Here's Hillbilly Jim. A lot of legends in this one. Jake the Snake Roberts. Always liked his matches. Jimmy Superfly Snuka. I actually met Jimmy Superfly Snuka, got his autograph. He was at a drugstore, CVS in New Jersey. He was just happened to be there, and I was going in to go get a pair of sunglasses because I just sat on mine, and I happened to just be like, "Excuse me, are you Superfly?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Would you like an autograph?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, of course, thank you." Very cool. Ravishing Rick Rude. That guy was always one of the favorites. The favorites to root against, I should say. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, one of the guys that Ric Flair matches. When I got a chance to go back and watch some Ric Flair and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat matches, they were always awesome. I said Papa Shango, and there's the Godfather, comma. This right here, Papa Shango. I actually have a Papa Shango when I used to draw cartoons. I used to draw this character as one of the heels in my comic book. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Everybody's got a price. Always cool. Kamala, the Ugandan headhunter. There's Mankind. I put this one in there because it was a black border. But Mick Foley, awesome career. Randy Orton. How many times have I done that pose, to my brothers after I did something, like I knocked them over or beat them up? Or my son, or my oldest son, too. There's Damian Sandow. So funny when he was with The Miz. He was that was just comical. Just him doing the wrestling moves when The Miz was like, The Miz will get punched and he'll react to the punch. It was just funny. Here's an in-action card kind of thing. CM Punk. I just like that card because he's flying. R-Truth. One of the funniest guys in wrestling. Knows how to get that comedic spot like nobody else. And he's very talented as musically. The Miz. Everybody, real world, and then reality shows and wrestling. So, Mike Mizanin. I think he's I don't want to say he's underrated, but I just like him because he's been doing different things. He's always kept himself in the conversation on TV. Dolph Ziggler to show off, good worker. Chris Jericho, Fozzy, Daniel Bryan about to hit a knee on CM Punk, like that card. Santino Marella, another comedic guy. Gotta love the comedy that's in wrestling. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Sin Cara just looks like a comic book hero. That's why I like that. Now I know you guys are like, oh man, that's a lot of wrestlers. Like, why you showing me those? Where's all the divas at? Well, here's some of the divas, aka women's wrestlers. Trish Stratus. There's Tamina Snuka, the daughter of Jimmy Superfly. Rosa Mendez. Used to love Rosa Mendez. Natalia, who definitely doesn't look like that anymore. Naomi. Lillian Garcia. Here we have Layla. Although that looks more like Rosa Mendez, but it's Layla. Caitlyn. I always thought she was really hot. There's Eve Torres. I used to tell my son, oh, that's our cousin. Because Eve Torres, I'm Diego Torres. So I always thought that was pretty funny. And he bought it hook, line, and sinker. And then he's like, wait, no, she's not. She's not even Puerto Rican. Or something like that. All right, I don't even know if she's Puerto Rican or not. I don't know. But anyway, here's Cameron. One of the Funkadactyls, along with Naomi. Beth Phoenix. The Glamazon. Alicia Fox, who was a fox herself. Oksana, who I don't even remember wrestling. She always just was I don't want to say a manager, basically. I don't want to say escort, And then there's AJ Lee, who I used to be like, oh man, AJ Lee, yeah, she's awesome. And then I like the skit where she was a psychotic girl or whatever. But yeah, we'll end it with AJ Lee. For the divas there, aka women's wrestlers, just a bunch of wrestling cards and a little bit of whatever memories I have. And there's some of my extra wrestling figures on this Figgy Friday. I had to send the picture to my son. I didn't get a new figure this week, so I can't send the picture to my son for Figgy Friday. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time.
Well, thanks a lot for looking and listening, folks. I enjoyed being with you. So long, everybody.